So this movie is incredible. It's always what I wanted from a Transformers movie, and it's crazy how much just the aesthetic change brings me back to my childhood. Just seeing like Optimus Prime and Bumblebee from the G1 stuff, it's crazy. So it also takes place in 1987, and had this movie actually come out in 1987, Agent Burns would be the hero of the story. So talk to me about how that's obviously different in this era.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're telling a very different kind of a story. While I want to make it feel like it was kind of woven from the same fabric of the '80s, like we could have, and we approach it like we wanted to shoot it like it was 1987, and
right.
We brought a lot of tools to play there. But it's a classic story, but it's a more modern telling of it. And so, part of that was what was at the center of it, which is this incredible girl played by Haley Steinfeld, and this beautiful relationship she has with this robot.
The opening scene, you kick it right off in Cybertron, and it blew my mind. It looked amazing. It just brought me right back. There's a rumor that the sequel could possibly all take place on Cybertron. I don't know if that's true or not, but do you think that it's possible to do a live action, I guess it would be still live action Transformers movie in Cybertron?
Well, actually, it would be wholly animated because the beginning of the movie is completely animated. So, it has, live action lighting and textures and everything else, so it has that feeling. But, yeah, I would love to see that movie. I got to tell you, that was one of the biggest thrills for me in this process was bringing Cybertron to life and seeing the fall of Cybertron, just a glimpse of it, because that's where the animated series began, and we wanted to begin this film in the same manner to pay tribute to that. And it was so much fun. I tried to stuff as much as I possibly could into those opening moments, just because that's the movie I've always wanted to see. I would love to see a movie like that. Yeah.
I have a fan theory, and you can either confirm or deny this.
All right.
All right. So this is a soft reboot of the Transformers franchise because we do see Optimus Prime before he hits in the 2000 era. So he's already on Earth. But it also feels like a reboot of the G.I. Joe franchise with possibly John Cena playing Duke. Can you confirm or deny this? Of my crazy fan theory.
I don't think it's that crazy, but I can neither confirm nor deny. I'm sorry. I wish I could.
Fair, but that's good. I mean, look, it's amazing, and John did an amazing job too, because he plays the role so straight, but he also has that comedic timing.
He does.
That just knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, I mean, he's the human antagonist, but he's also a guy who's got dimension. I mean, you can get where he's coming from. He's actually right when you look at his point of view, and that kind of makes him more terrifying. You understand where he's coming from, but you don't want him to succeed because that means the end of our heroes. But yeah, I mean, John is just a naturally charismatic guy. He's got great comedic timing. He just oozes charm, and bringing that element to what's essentially a bad guy was something that gave him additional dimension.
There's a lot of E.T. influence I was able to pick up from this. And also, I love how Bumblebee emotes through his eyes. Can you talk to me about the challenge of creating Bumblebee to actually do that and hitting it at the perfect spots where you can tell that?
That's that's an animator's trick. I've been working in animation for over 20 years, and that's just what we do. We imbue life, we breathe life into something that doesn't have any. We give character and personality to inanimate objects, whether it's a puppet or a drawing or something that comes out of a computer in ones and zeros. And so the great thing for me was collaborating with the animators on this movie and really trying to match the powerful and subtle and nuanced performance that Haley gives and make sure that the robot gives as good a performance. And it's a trick because she's fantastic, but he had to be just as good. And I think when people see it and they emotionally connect with this hunk of metal that's actually just generated a computer, that's how I know that they did their job. I mean, they just did an extraordinary job bringing him to life.